All right, and we're on the Rift, ready to get started. We're in the California region. Bosco Tech going up against the Titans. Let's get into it. It's looking to me already, Camcom. I'm gonna be very sad because it might be another 5-point lineup, and that makes me cry.
Oh
A little
no.
bit. Makes me shed a little tear.
I'm so sorry, Echo. I think we might have a 5-point lineup. I think the most exciting thing we could probably see this level 1 is a Thresh hook. And other than that, probably not much. And also Thresh did opt to take Guardian, or not Guardian, oh my goodness, Aftershock. I do think Aftershock is the technically correct rune, but I think Guardian is more fun, which is why I said Guardian.
Is the biblically accurate Thresh grabbing that Aftershock there. But yeah.
How dare he? It's like Bard, like that you're supposed to take Guardian. But he wants Electrocute. Like, there's just the fun rune and then the good rune.
That's fair. That's fair. There's the getting pinged in like ranked rune and then the have fun in draft rune, basically. But yeah, usual 5-point lineup coming through. Both jungles looking to start on this bot side, looking to possibly path their way on up, or maybe we get to see some kind of level 3 shenanigans coming out. Only time will tell.
Hopefully we don't have nearly as aggressive of a game as we did last game. I don't know how many kills we were at, but it was definitely more than 1 a minute. Fizz versus Vex in the mid lane. This is Assassin versus Assassin. So if you are just going by the book, this will be the highest kill lane, most likely, of the game, unless something super crazy happens in the bot lane. I don't think anything at all is going to happen in the top lane because there is a Malphite up there.
Oddly enough, though, looks like Shen Ying opting to just grab 2 of the camps there in that bot side. Says, screw Krugs, we don't need that right now. It takes too long. I want to make my way up top here. Looking to keep on clearing. Curious to see if
level 2.
See something happen. But the reverse hook does find its mark here. Level 2 on Forever Queen. The lethal tempo stacked up, and the first blood does get secured by Pork Chops there.
Man, that was just so unfortunate. Like, everything about that was perfect from the Bosco Tech bot lane, except for the one micro mistake of the hook missing. And now Kaisa has Boo Boo. It's also, unfortunately, punished for that mistake as well. And Kaisa has Boo Boo is a very funny name considering Kaisa is on the enemy team, and he is, in fact, not the person on the Kaisa. But yeah, everything about that was perfect. They knew that they had the level 2. They walked up, they threw the hook, they knew that they were in a position to punish. It was just unfortunate that everything went right there. All the thinking went right. Like, that play works 9 times out of 10 for the Bosco Tech bot lane. It just didn't work this 1 time out of 10. And now you gave a Kaisa and an Nautilus a kill at level 2.
Yeah, it's going to make things quite rough here as WYZ going in for a trade. He doesn't quite win here. I respect the aggression there, but definitely wasn't the move. Ultra Jesus is here, though. He's on top of WoW, trying to heal up as much as he can. That Omnivamp is serving him well. He flashes to try and get away.
Oh, no.
Shen Ying is here. They're looking to turn things around. They're going to go 1 for 1, and now it's up to the junglers to duke it out. I don't think he does either. He does have minions there to do a little bit of damage, but it doesn't matter. Zillion Ultra Jesus is going to go ahead and grab both of those.
2 for 1 in the favor of Bosco Tech. And Malphite is the first person to TP the top lane. I would assume that Aatrox will follow suit and also burn his TP. And as I said, it looks like he's walking. So Malphite is going to have quite an XP lead and wave control lead over Aatrox from that as well. So even though it was just a small kill lead for them, it is going to be a massive experience lead now for the Malphite. So take it as you will, but still, hopefully a lead over in Aatrox is worth at least a little bit more.
Yeah, speaking of things that are massive, you saw that bot wave, pretty damn huge. Looking to collapse on in here. Good for a hook, does find one, but it's on to Pork Chops, who's not really necessarily the member that you're looking to hook in there initially.
He's just practicing.
Yeah, just gotta warm up the hook a little bit.
You missed the first one, you gotta get that I don't know, hook percent hit up, whatever that statistic is. You gotta get that one back up. Somehow we have not had a single kill in the mid lane. I was fully expecting something.
Yeah, but we are gonna get some in the bot lane, possibly, because Shen Ying is here once again and able to secure yet another pick for this bot lane.
Unfortunately, Hecarim was just a 1 or 2 seconds behind Shen Ying there as well. You saw he was just waiting in the bush. He walked in that bush the second his support died. If he was there literally 1 or 2 seconds prior, maybe they could have turned that back in their favor for 3v3. Luckily enough for Bosco Tech, though, the Titans have not started the dragon, but they might be starting to kills in the mid lane.
Yeah, Shen Ying is everywhere where he needs to be. He's able to make sure that Mookie is able to get on out of there. Blast Cone gets utilized. WYZ is going to look for something, whether or not he dies for it. The turn shot lands, and Mookie gets out of that one alive.
That was just really well played by both the mid laners. And also as well, I'm pretty sure that bandage toss from Amumu was blind. I don't believe he had vision on Fizz over the wall through the corner there. So that was also equally impressive. But I mean, just the Fizz mechanics alone, again, everything that Bosco Tech is doing, all of the brains are in the correct place. It's just the hands are not there to follow it.
Bit of a disconnect there to the brains and the hands. Someone's got to check the spinal cord. But regardless, they'll find something. I'm sure of it here. Only 2 kills for Bosco Tech. It's over on this Hecarim at the moment. Has that BF sword already. Curious what he's looking to build into first here. And that's some extra income for him to tell us what he's looking to build on first as he picks up yet another kill in this top lane. First drag is up and available. Surely we'll see. Move on down to it. It's mid lane fighting breaking out. Bot lane fighting's breaking out. We're cutting back and forth, back and forth. Flash forward for a guy that has a boo-boo trying to make his name a reality. A crazy hook lands and the kill comes through. Nice route, but the ignite of the turret shot makes sure that Porkchops will at least get the refrag.
1 for 1, and I don't believe the supports will be able to continue that trade on their own. But yeah, so well played by both of the supports there. The AD carries, the ones, or no, not the AD carries. It is just Kaisa's Boo-Boo as the one picking up the kill. It is unofficially a double kill now for Porkchop on the Nautilus. He has second most kills technically on the board for the game right now. It is just about a 1,000 gold lead for the Titans, but 1,000 gold lead in the very early stages when that is very evenly split, I would say, across the team right now. It's not going to mean a whole lot once we get to the mid game.
Definitely not here. No, looking to just clear up some more here. Hecarim has level 6 unlocked. It's going to make those ganks ever more lethal. Something. We've seen pings on this drag now as well. The Titans do have first move on it, putting down some vision here, but it's looking like they're about to get collapsed on. WYZ first on the scene. Mookie's on his way though, as the fear coming through. A lot of damage as well, but they are gonna go ahead and just look to back off. Curious if we see Bosco Tech look to start that dragon up. Now they've scared them off his top lane. Bit of a scuffle going down. Wow, it's just not in a great spot at the moment. Huge hook over the wall, gets the flay. Damage comes through as well with the ult from WZY, but he's in a really bad spot. Actually launches away from the lantern, but it's good because able to use Blast Cone to get out of that one alive.
That E away from the lantern there by Fizz was very terrifying to watch, but he kind of planned. He saw the blast gun. He knew he was going to get alive. Malphite as well, knowing he's picking up yet another kill in top lane. A solo kill for a Malphite just goes to show you how far ahead this man is over the poor Aatrox right now. The Dragon had some aggressive posturing around it, but no one really autoing it. No one really actually going to kill it quite yet. Just constant hooks being thrown in the bot lane. Whichever hook lands results in a kill.
Yep, and it's looking like first on the list is going to be Moijum there. Austin coming out. One more auto attack to seal the deal. Down he goes. Kai says Boo's going to go ahead and dodge out from the dredge line, but it doesn't matter. A double kill coming through for Forever Queen.
Lucian trying to do as much damage as he can, but Porkchop once again playing amazing on the Nautilus. He tanked the entirety of the calling damage, while Forever Queen was able to take down Thresh and then quickly follow up with his second kill, or no, not second kill, third kill, but double kill in that little 2v2 there. Does continue to just punish them from that first mistake that they made at the level 2 mark. You can see how snowbally bot lane is right now, where it is just going to be so much harder from any point in this game for the Thresh and the Lucian to try and make a comeback.
So here, now Chilean also is pivoting towards this Herald possibly here. Would have some time since that drag was taken. A lot of resets did come through. But you see those pings. Shen Ying, he's going over just to be certain that no one's looking to start it up here. Sees that the crab was saying, oh, he had no clue.
That's a little unfortunate. If he like put one little toe in that bush, I don't know if he would have died or if Hecarim would have died, but somebody would have died.
So here is the hook does find its mark in the bot side here onto Pork Chop. Bit of damage does come through. No plating was able to be secured there though by Kaisa Hazabubu. So they're gonna keep on looking to push, get some of that extra gold. About 3 minutes left until those platings fall. So you do want to maximize that income to the best of your abilities here. And for yet another hook, this guy's got like a magnetized hook onto Pork Chop. As we see the depth charges come out, the box does get dropped. But Forever Queen has just been free firing. Meanwhile, here the jungle of the mid lane looking to duke it out. Luki's gonna go ahead and go down. Another hook. My God, this man does not miss. A flash gonna come out from Pork Chop. Keep him alive.
Oh no.
Third does come through, but that was not the move. And the shutdown for Forever Queen will most likely go down here. Nice root comes through here onto WZY. Down he goes as well. Pork Chop's able to secure the kill. No way! They're all dying. A dive gone wrong. And Moijun will be the only one left alive to tell the tale.
Well, just a casual 4v4 and a 3-for-3 in the bot lane at 11.5 minutes. That is the League of Legends that everyone loves to see. Definitely loves to play. I mean, Kaisa in particular did pick up the 250 shutdown off of Hecarim. I think that is probably going to be the most impactful thing out of that entire fiesta of a bot lane that just happened. Of course, 0 tower plates, 0 real objectives, 0 real anything will come out of that other than the one shutdown, of course, after that as well. It is still only a 1,000 gold lead for the Titans. This gold lead has yet to change at all. It's only got a little bit more in their favor because of that shutdown and the first dragon.
Here's the first step to changing that gold lead. Zillion uses this right on top of Mugen. There's nothing that he can do. Down he goes. That's the 5th kill now for this Hecarim. Curious as well, the build path that he's going right has so many components, but for so many different items here. Has the BF sword picked up, has the tier at the same time, has the Kindle gem. I'm curious, what is the first item gonna be?
I could not tell you. We will just have to wait and see what this garage build does end up leading to. A shot source flash here in the top lane. I don't believe he is under any immediate kill threat, but I would definitely expect Bosco Tech to transition that flash on the top lane. Probably this Rift Child, if not right now, then after Hecarim comes off of back.
So here's Moijun just hitting those hooks onto Pork Chops consistently, looking to get them as low as possible so that when the full engage does come through, they do stand a chance. Kraken Slayer is built on both of these ADCs, but Forever Queen does have that slight advantage, fully upgraded, and the crit cloak as well. They do find a lot of damage onto Pork Chops once again. The hook lands again. Moijun just does not miss. Kaiser's Boo just has to auto attack, picks up those kills. We did see Shen Ying going into that bot lane, but it's looking like he didn't quite find it. What he's looking for, had to go ahead and disengage. That's going to allow Kaiser's Boo to just keep on pushing up here. Shen Ying might just stay, cover the back.
The AD carry items right now are about as even as you could hope for. The only real lead right now is completed boots for Forever Queen, which doesn't actually mean a whole lot.
Damage was oh my God! Shen Ying out here with the blasting wand, double amp tone, and Sork boots, full AP, a Mumu ultimate. Just shreds through Moyun, and Kaisa has a boo-boo like it's nothing, picking up 2 kills in the process.
Mumu's got some damage if you let the poor little mummy have some damage, and now that, oh no, item, oh no, what's it called?
Spear of Shojin?
Demonic Embrace! He's got the Demonic Embrace completed. I sure hope he's not building Spear of Shojin.
I was looking at Zillion Ulta G's. I assume that's what we were talking about, because yeah, it's finally picked up that first. So that's what he's going for. Interesting. I didn't know that had a BF sword in its build path, actually. Never really felt the need to build an item. It feels like another one of those items that's has a very limited use, right? Only a few champions really tending to pick it up here. Now looking for the all-in, a nice little E there to dodge from the Shadow Surge. Mook is gonna go down, and WZY doesn't even look at him as he walks away.
Yeah, I was gonna say, cool guys don't look at explosions, and Fizz ain't looking at anything that is exploding around him. Dragon started up there by the Titans, but I don't think they're actually playing to finish it. Instead, trying to play to finish off this Fizz in the mid lane, but it is a very slippery fish. You cannot really ever catch a Fizz out of place. I do want to talk about this jungle matchup, as apparently this is the most important matchup of the game. They are both sitting 5-1, but the shutdown is in the favor of Shenying right now because heck, I didn't think that these were gonna be kills, but okay, guess there's kills.
Yeah, double coming through here. It was all brutal. Zinult is just going in deep here with the ult. The TP comes through from OVO as well. They're doing a whole lot of damage. Forever Queen is going to be shut down. WoW has joined the fight, getting a lot of damage with those Qs, getting the double kill. He wants some redemption, and he gets what he wants. As the third kill going to get stolen away by Porkchops there. Supports need gold too, Capcom.
Supports do need gold, and the support is now tied with this jungler for now. I was gonna say most kills, but it is now second to most kills on the Titans squad. The gold lead has now ballooned to 3,000 in the Titans' favor now as well. Wow, that was close. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the most important part of that fight was, once again, Bosco Tech. They had the correct idea. The brains are in the correct place every time. They knew that they just needed to kill Forever Queen on the Kaisa, and then they can clean the fight up after. But unfortunately, it just took them a couple of seconds too long. They put absolutely everything into trying to take down Forever Queen. And then once they did, it left them with nothing else to deal with the rest of the team. That could have very much been a near triple kill for Aatrox. Luckily for Bosco Tech, it wasn't. So the Aatrox will still be a little bit behind in the game. Oh, but the bot lane won't.
Yeah, Moyojum will be a little bit dead as well. Down he went. The Shadow Surge was sent out by Mookie, but not sure if it hit. Doesn't look like it did, as they didn't keep on fighting while in the top lane. WoW wants a little bit of revenge. Has that... But for more, actually, I thought he was going to go ahead and back off, but no. He's got that Divine Sunder, so a lot of healing does come through from it as well. Looking for the pullback, but OVO is just too fast for him.
Just a little bit too fast for the Aatrox, and yep, you can also see the CS lead that has grown so much in the favor of our Malphite friend because of that very first kill that they had in the top lane. From that point, this has been such a Malphite favored lane. If he played it correctly by the CS lead and the kill lead that he had before that fight, I would absolutely say he did just that. It is important to note as well, we have an Infernal Soul this game. I think this is by far the best soul for either of these teams to claim.
Oh, cleanse coming through here. Can't really cleanse the hook, though, but he's going to be able to get out of that one there alive. It's in a bit of a 1v1 with Forever Queen. Both of these ADCs looking to establish dominance. Actually, almost came out on top there. Surprisingly enough, despite Forever Queen having the zeal, but there's nothing quite coming out of it just yet. Wow, once again, for the kill. Flashes forward to get that Q3. He's going to go ahead and just use Unstoppable Force to get back to the safety of the turret. Shenying is here. Ulti down onto Dylan, ulti G's, and he just does so much damage for such a little guy. Nice Q over the wall. And they're going to go ahead and secure the kill onto OVOA, VOAO. Had to put some respect on his name. Oh,
thank you.
The bandage toss from downtown finds the mark. But Dillian, he's too clean with it. He's too clean with it.
Nah,
he's ghosting. He's zipping around. I don't know. He's looking possible. Nah, he's not. That doesn't want to overshoot things. That was nicely done, though. Make sure that he doesn't go down to Shenying. Got a little bit overconfident there. Paid the price.
I believe that was like a 500 or 600 shutdown picked up for oh no.
They had him boxed in, but it will flash forward from Mookie's just to make sure that they grab it. Flash forward as well from WZY. Looking to grab WoW. Down he goes. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Mojun to get hooked. Has to go gold, but where do you go when you're done? Into the dirt, because you get auto attacked and another double kill for Forever Queen.
Across the map, yet another 3 for, I think 2. Technically, Amumu did end up respawning, but 3 for 2, I would say, in the favor of the Titans, and it just continues to grow in their lead. Now a 4,000 gold lead. Hasn't grown quite as quick as maybe they would have liked. It was 3,000 maybe 3 minutes ago, and only has grown 1,000 since. Still continuing to go in their favor. They got 1 minute left on this Infernal Soul Point. I think this is going to be the true first 5v5 of the game, as long as nobody gets picked off right before this dragon. And both these mid laners are really playing with fire right now.
Yeah, sidestepping ultis and abilities left and right. Yeah, like you said, we have yet to see a fully fledged team fight. It's all been these somewhat isolated fights, 3-on-3s, 3-on-4s, occasional 4-on-4 we got in the bot lane. But other than that, we have yet to find a fully fledged 5-on-5 here. Top lane still trading it out. TP is available for OVO. On the flip side, though, WAO doesn't have it, so they could have a man advantage on that dragon. But that would obviously open up the opportunity WAO to just look to keep on pushing.
And that he will, or it might just be time for kills. I mean, we have so many kills in this game. Why not just continue doing that?
Shen Ying is here, has ulti available, has another bandage toss as well if needed. While meanwhile in the river here, Pork Chops is looking to get the first move onto the drag, looking to secure himself some vision. But all he secures is his early demise as down he goes. And that all clear signal to start up that drag.
Yeah, Shen Ying had the call to go and fight topside, but unfortunately fought topside while the dragon was alive bot side. So even if you did get this kill on the mouth by the top lane, you are trading this dragon just so perfectly, and as well, unfortunately, with that miscommunication for Porkchop. Porkchop was going to try and get some vision for this dragon, and I think the dragon was definitely a give angle for Titans, as Moki as well also did not get the message to give the dragons. That was 2 completely free kills for Bosco Tech, as well as the first Infernal Dragon.
Titans can afford to give that one over, right? You know, having those 2 drags in your pocket definitely feels good, but can't give one too many over. Of course, the sad Mummy does get dropped, followed by the death charges as well. A lot of damage onto Zillion ult. He needs a Zillion ult right about now, but there's none coming for him as down he goes into the hands of Forever Queen. Just gonna go ahead and back. Now 10-3. The last Whisper picked up now as well. Probably looking for that LDR next, and it's looking rough right now for Bosco Tech.
Bosco Tech, though, has managed to close the gold lead by just about over 1,000 for now, I do believe. It was previously about 4,500, now about 3,000 in the favor of the Titans, as well as also picking up one of those dragons. Does buy them at least 5 more minutes before an impossible soul fight that they would have to worry about. Baron is also on the table now. We have well over a kill a minute, possibly 2 kills a minute now, if I do quick maths correctly at this point in the game. So by that logic, very well could be a Baron, but top lane, for some reason, is still playing like its laning phase.
Listen, they don't want to leave. They want to enjoy it while it still lasts. You know, they've just taken that oath. We're just going to duke it out in this top lane until the first turret falls. It's like in a 1v1, right? First a turret fall, 100 farm, or first kill. In this case, they have killed each other quite a bit, but, you know, the turret hasn't quite fallen yet, so they're just going to enjoy these times while it lasts before they have to get their hands dirty in the team fights.
It is so funny that we have this many kills without a single team fight in this game yet. Like, we've had 3 dragons. I think we only got 1 Rift Herald, so there's only 1 potential for a Rift Herald fight, but Baron has not been alive for 3.5 minutes. I have seen teams fight over Baron at the 20-minute mark with less kills in a game than this. But to be fair, also, the top laners in those kinds of games were not still stuck in their laning phase. Nobody has broken a tower on the top side of the map. Everything has been about bot side, mid lane, bot lane, anything except for top lane.
Yeah, definitely. So as top is just slapping each other once again. I think it's also, you got to look at who the majority of the kills are stacked on, right? In the case of Bosco Tech, majority is on Zillion ult Jesus. So he's kind of just been roaming around looking to pick up kills here and there, not looking to commit to any sort of team fight, and that's kind of feel like coming to bite Bosco a little bit here, as they're just not securing any leads on any of their other members here. Kaisa as Booba, despite being 3-7, keeping up fairly closely with Forever Queen. Obviously she is going to have a bit more of a lead there, being 10-3, but damage wise still doing all right.
Still doing all right. For now, yep, not a 700 gold lead or anything like that. Not just a 650. Nothing that terrifying. No, not of course. But what is terrifying is 2 minutes left on this Infernal Dragon. And as I say that, we're not even looking at the dragons anymore. I've been saying, when are we looking at the Baron? We are finally looking at the Baron now. Echo and Bosco Tech, 0 vision on the entire top side of the map. I was gonna say on Baron, but on the entire top side of the map. So they literally had no idea about Baron. The Baron will be completely free now for Titan, and they are still in laning phase. This is incredible. They now have a Baron Canyon minion in the top lane, and they're still playing it like it is 2 minutes in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and that Baron got absolutely shredded here, and the recalls are coming through, so they're not even opting to go for the push just yet. We're seeing some roads in this top side. Maybe if they could finally take out WAO, maybe finally this turret falls, they find the ulti, they find the damage, they send it, and they are going to go ahead and just take. They do not indeed. This is a hatred that has been brewing since minute one. This turret is looking juicy, and despite Titans having the Baron, their turret in this top lane is going to be the first one to fall.
Once again, though, we see a team committing so many resources to a top lane just 30 seconds, now 20 seconds before this next dragon spawns. So yes, they were able to get that kill in the turret on the top lane, but they may just now have to give this dragon once again uncontested, which will give us yet another possible 5 minutes before we see a team fight. One team fight in this game.
It is, and probably gonna get yet another scuffle here, possibly. Then Ultra Jesus is chilling. He speed it up here. Might look for something. Goes over the wall. Bit of damage onto Pork Chops. Calling does get dropped, but doesn't really find anyone. Just a bit of damage onto Pork Chops there. They are gonna go ahead and back off. They find the Fizz ult. TP's coming through indeed. But just wasted everything onto Pork Chops here. He's like, okay, that's kind of my job. I'm just tanking it up over here. I've got the locket just in case. I've got the shields as well. For now. Start up that Baron, that dragon just yet. WAO first to step on forward. I'm looking at Mojin right now to find a hook. He's got that magnetic seeker hook, it feels like, especially when it comes to Pork Chops, but I feel like he might not be the member you want to hook in this time around. We're finally going to get that full 5v5 team fight, though. It's brewing, Capcom. It's coming. We just got to be a little bit patient. He finds Pork Chop again. Kai's has a boo-boo, steps a bit too far forward. Almost gets bursted down by Forever Queen. Both of these teams waiting for that initial engage, haven't even opted to start up the dragon yet. Titans are just going to hold entrances to the river. If you want to get this dragon, you have to come to us. Someone has to make the first move, and it might be Pork Chops. On the hook onto OVO, never mind. WX finds the ult there, finds the damage, goes gold, though Samuki's gonna stay alive. Forever Queen dashes in the back, looking for the kill there. Meanwhile, Shadow Surge going in deep. They find one, they find two. They're gonna lose Pork Chop, but it doesn't matter because Mookie is on reset city time, baby. Zillion ult to Jesus will pick up the shutdown before getting shut down himself. And they're gonna go ahead and clean the board, only losing 2 members.
Yes, the 2 for 5. Finally, the 5v5 happened, Echo, and finally Titans get the real lead that they have been searching for so long in this game. A finally 5,000 gold lead in their favor. 3-1s on the Dragon now as well, with a 5-minute taken time bomb on that so important soul fight that Bosco Tech will need to contest, if not win, to continue this game for another 5 minutes. That standoff was so funny to me because that standoff alone took us out of the 2 kills a minute range. These teams have been so gung-ho for looking for kills this entire game, and then the second that it's actually a 5v5, we get a standoff of about a minute, maybe even more time of just looking at each other, looking for the perfect position to get that engage, and the first person to hit the engage button was Fizz, who, if you do remember, before that fight started, also threw his ult. I think it hit onto Pork Chop, and then he waited for the cooldown to come back up. Once it came back up, then he landed it onto Forever Queen, and that is what actually started the team fight.
It was here. Target selection was a little off. Meanwhile,
they're still
in the lane. Yo, can we just get like a full team initiative to take out this top turret, please? It has to fall. Somehow it's still standing. Oak's gonna land onto WZY. Here's Ultra Jesus is here as well. Both Forever Queen being there, having that GA is almost full build, as well as the Knight's Vow being procced on him by Pork Chop. You cannot underestimate the damage that's going to come out from Forever Queen.
You also cannot understand the willingness of these top laners to play laning phase for 30 minutes of a League of Legends game, Echo. I don't think I've ever seen people or two people in the same lane, whether it be mid lane, bot lane, or even top lane, continue to play laning phase for an entire game. It is 30 minutes. They are still together in this top lane. They still have an outer turret standing up there as well, and we're gonna get the second Baron spawning in 45 seconds. Will this Baron finally be the thing that ends this so dreaded laning phase of the top laners?
You would hope so, but at this point, I mean, that turret and OVO has survived so much that I'm honestly not certain anything can take him out at this point. He's just stacking up HP, stacking up armor. He says, no, you will never touch my turret again. I will stand by it and die if I must. He's got the wave clear as well. The WA just, he can't do anything against him. He just has so much armor.
I mean, he's gonna try, and he's got a team to help him.
Yep, he does. Shen Ying doesn't find the bandage toss there. Zillion ult is here as well. And they're just dishing out some hurt onto Shen Ying. You might have a lot of armor, but not as much MR. And Forever Queen is here. They have heard your cries, Capcom. They have heard your pleas. They're finally in this top lane, looking to take out this turret. Kai'Sa is gonna just use the calling, do whatever he can. His top laner is begging him, save my turret, but it won't matter. Down it goes. The mid laners are gonna duke it out. The top lane in the ADCs are gonna duke it out as well, as Kai'Sa is gonna go down. Forever Queen had to proc that. GA will stay alive, pick up the shutdown, and the top turret has finally fallen. Now the counter attack is coming in. Porkchop stayed in lane a little bit too long, and he's about to be punished for it. Jin Ultijesus is on top of him, and he's not long for this world.
Well, the previous team fight was very tight in favor. It was a 2 for 4 in their favor. Now Bosco Tech turned it right back to them. 2 for 4 in the Bosco Tech favor. It is still a 4,000 gold lead, but it is less than the 6,000 gold lead that it was just a minute or two ago. Now, once again, this Baron is probably going to be the true turning point, whether Bosco Tech try to take this Baron, give the soul, or vice versa, Titans try to take this Baron and give over this dragon. That if they don't take, doesn't mean a whole lot for Bosco Tech until that third dragon. Oh, that is a little bit awkward. 45 seconds anyway left on this Infernal Soul. The last dragon fight, we did have a real 5v5, but it did take about a minute and a half for it to actually start.
It did here. 30 seconds left on the clock for this drag, and you can see the majority of Bosco Tech are moving on down. They will not be shoved out of the river as they were last time around. Cannot afford to give the Infernal Soul on over. Can you imagine Shen Ying, Mookie, Forever Queen with an Infernal Soul? It's just GG at that point. They will just burst you down instantly. As Moyon was looking for a hook, doesn't find anything. Same for Pork Chops as well. Dragon is online. 3 seconds. They find the hook. How is this guy always hitting Pork Chops? That was a lot of damage coming through. Bursting him down. How is this guy doing it? This guy does not miss. Pork Chop is just... he's just a signal flare at this point here. Dragon jumps up, but the steal comes through. Able to secure it. They take out Morjun, and everything's looking bad. Pork Chops will go down, but he will gladly give his life as the free firing comes through from Forever Queen. Her reign, her dynasty is forever.
Echo, they forgot about the Amumu. They forgot about the Kai'Sa. These terrifying two members of Titans alone can wipe a team, but you got the rest of the team behind them, and absolutely will turn up all Titans favored. A now, 6,000, I was gonna say 5, I think it's 6,000 gold lead once again for the Titans. They got their Infernal Soul, they got their Baron buff. The Baron will be on all 4 members other than Pork Chop, their support. And this inhibitor in the mid lane should not be long for the world. Whether they want to take this inhibitor now, or I was going to say save it to take the other inhibitors, but nope, I think they're going to probably take it now.
Yeah, that's 3K, 6K ballooning to a 10K nearly gold lead now. They're taking out all of these turrets. Top lane has finally fallen. Forever Queen's going to take out that tier 2. Laning phase is over. Get that through your thick skull, OVO. There's no reason to be up there anymore. The mid tier 3 fell as well. We're not able to get an inhibitor. Didn't want to overstay their welcome. Restraint and poise. You'd love to see it. Now they just have to keep doing what they're doing. Elder Drag will be up in 4.5 minutes. And I think if that's secured, it truly is all over for Bosco Tech.
Yep, Bosco Tech have, like you said, a little over 4 minutes to make something significant happen in this game in their favor. That is not completely an unknown to them either. They have had many fights, despite being so far down in gold, go 2 for 4, go even 1 for 4 in their favor, but they can't be given any free kills out anymore. At this point, one lost team fight will probably be the end of the game.
Yep, Forever Queen gonna secure one once again. Looking for Moijun as well. They're looking to just run him down. Down Moijun goes. And now it's up to WZY, Dylan Ultiges, and OVO to hold the base. The march continues. The inhibitor's exposed. Dylan Ultiges needs to get back into the base here. WAO does have a pretty low HP bar, but can heal from a team fight quite rapidly. And at the end of the day, all you really need to do is buy time for Forever Queen, right? If you could just let him free fire, he would get the work done. Same for Shen Ying as well. If he gets on in there, doesn't have the Curse of the Sad Mummy available, but that's fine. Porkchop gonna go ahead and tank the fizzle. It basically just healed him. Let's be honest. It really just healed him.
Good flash banish toss there from Shen Ying, but Fizz is able to dodge away from that with Playful Trickster. I think that's the name of his team. I don't know, but 50% of that bot side Nexus Turret is now gone. The Baron minion has fallen. The Baron ran out about 20 seconds ago, but in now 2 minutes, maybe just over 2 or just under 3 minutes even, it will be that Infernal Soul spawning up for both of these teams. 350 shutdown was claimed by Kaiser Hazabubu, but that 350 shutdown does not mean a whole lot anymore at this stage of the game with a 10,000 gold lead for the Titans.
Feels like Shen Ying might have just been looking away from his screen there. He thought he was going to be able to recall, no problem there, but he was caught out. Down he goes. Still a huge gold lead to account for, though, here for Bosco Tech if they want to get back into this thing. Losing turrets left and right. Elder Drag is up in 215 Camcom, and Bosco can't find anything. I think they're not going to survive much longer.
Now 2 minutes to get something in the favor of Bosco Tech. They got that one shutdown onto Moon, but they have 10 seconds left on their numbers advantage if they were to take a fight right now, if they were to push an objective, do anything, even try to claim a 1 objective bounty would be very beneficial for them at this stage of the game, and that 1 objective bounty may just be this outer turret in the mid lane. Any sort of gold that that Bosco Tech can claim at this point in the game is so helpful, but they can't be overextending.
They cannot hear Mookie's going in deep. They find themselves one. Mojun gonna pay for his team's sins. Down he goes. Yet another double kill coming through, and the march continues. They've got the minions. They've got the numbers. The TP from Mookie's here to go to the bot lane to keep pushing that wave. Dylan Ultiges is gonna be coming up from behind, though, however, is going pretty damn fast. Wants to look for a pick, but doesn't have the numbers to do so. Just gonna have to do his damnedest to hold these waves as Shen Ying continues to lead the charge. They find the hook onto OVO. Don't quite have the damage to blow him up like the rest of the members here, but oh my god, Shen Ying finds Kai'Sa Boo, takes him out. This turret's not long for the world, and neither is the squad of Bosco Tech, because they're all wiped off the board. Titans take them out, take the turrets, and they're gonna take the game as well.
And once again, the 4-2 team will rise up to be a 5-2 team, concluding their normal season run with a 5-3